Hello, you three. Today in maths, we are going to be looking at telling the time to the nearest 5 minutes, but focusing on two. Today's date is the 8th of January, and we are doing time. I have taught you how to draw an analog clock face, so you will need to get something circular, and you will need to draw around it to make, wobbly bobs. And you'll need to draw around it to make a clock face, but not like that. So go and find something that you can draw around and then pause the video when you've got all your bits and pieces ready. Okay. So there's my analog clock face, and we know that when we do time on a circular face, it's called analog. And we do our north, we do our east, we do our south, and we do our west. And then we know that we've got two intervals here. Try and keep them at equal distance if you can. We've got two intervals here. Let's try and keep them at equal distances. Two intervals here, there and there, and two intervals here. Right? So get used to seeing where those intervals are. I'm not labelling them deliberately because I want you just to see them at the moment as marks. Put your belly button in the middle because that's where your hands go. Just as a quick recap, we know that we've got to learn certain positions of the minute hand off by heart. The minute hand is really long. It's so long it reaches the outside edge. In fact, the minute hand, M for minute, M for massive, is massive, and it tickles these minutes around the edge. Okay, so these are little minutes. Can you tell me when the minute hand is pointing to the top, what do we say that is? I'll give you a clue. It begins with O. Well done. It says o'clock. So when the minute hand is pointing to the top, it says o'clock. Well done. When the minute hand is pointing to the bottom, what does that say? It says something to us. It says it's well done. It says it's half. It says it's half past. Well done. We've got to learn that off by heart. Right, let's put our minute hand back again. There's the belly button. So when it's at the top, it says o'clock. But when it's here, when it's pointing that way, what does the minute hand say now? Well done. It says quarter. Is it past or is it two though? Well done, it's quarter past. And it's quarter past because it's in this side. It's in that side of the clock face. And that's the past side. Okay, well done. And there's one more I need you to remember. There's the belly button. When the minute hand, that says o'clock, doesn't it? So o'clock, that says quarter past. That says tick, 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 tick. That's half past. When it's here though, when it points that way, oh, wonky donkeys. When it points that way, what's it saying? What was that one again? Yeah, well done. That's quarter. Is it past or two though? Well done. It's quarter two because it's in this side of the clock face, and that's the two side. Okay, so we've looked at those four positions, and we've got to lock those in. We've got to keep them in our heads at all times because we just have to. All right, so well remembered. Yesterday we talked about these intervals here. And do you remember me saying that the clock face is a little bit like a number line, because we always start at the top with 0, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And these are little minutes because our minute hand is pointing to the minutes. And we said that we're used to seeing number lines more like, where can we see them? If I put that there, we're seeing number lines more like that, aren't we? Do you remember that was 0? That was that one, wasn't it? And then it went to 5, and then it went to 10, and then it went to 15. We're looking really at a number line, but this number line is just curved, and this number line is the ones we're really used to. but they're the same. This is a number line going up in fives, and that's a number line going up in fives. And going up in fives is really easy because our number line, our analog clock face, is going around, it's going up in fives. So we said it was going to be 0, 5, 10, 15. What was that one again? 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and yep, 55. And the weird thing is that when you get to the top, it looks like you've gone back to 0, but of course you haven't. You've actually gone to 60, because 60 and 0 share the same interval, sharing the same marker, okay? So we looked at that the other day and we said it's just a timeline, but it's curvy. It's curved, okay? So I'm going to rub them out because I don't really want you to have to look at those. I want you to kind of know they're there. All right, so I'll just leave 0 because that's our starting point. Yesterday also I asked you to tell me what these were saying. So we know that says o'clock, but if I said the minute hand was there, we said that that was, how many minutes was that? That was it. It was 5, wasn't it? So we say when the minute hand is there, we say it's 5 past because it's 5 minutes past. Time has passed and it's 5 little minutes. So if I said it started there and it went tick, 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 tick. Now what would that be saying? That's it. Well done. It's 10 past. Well done. Now, if I keep my minute hand going, tick, 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 I know you already know that it's quarter past because you learnt that first. But you also know that there's another way of saying that. Because if that's 10 past, 5 past, sorry, if that's 10 past, this number here is going to be 5, 10, it's going to be 15. So quarter past is also the same as 15 minutes past. And some people say that it's 15 minutes past. Can't spell past today. Okay, so we looked at that yesterday and we worked out what happens when the minute hand is pointing to intervals on this side. Okay, but we didn't do this side, and I'd like to focus on this side today. So here goes. This side is slightly trickier, and the reason it's slightly trickier is because madly, crazily, you have to go backwards. Right, brace yourself, it's very weird. Right, let's start with something we know and like. When the minute hand is pointing to the top, it says o'clock. And we know about this side, don't we? Because we did that yesterday, and we know about 1/2 past and 25 past. But I'm looking at this side today. And when the minute hand is in this side, it's got the word 2 in it. So anything here, any time in this half is not past but 2. Okay, right, here goes. So let's start off with o'clock because we know o'clock's safe. Oh, but here we go, guys. Right, clocks are such weird things. Ready? So we know it's going to be 2. If the minute hand happened to be here, so it's there, okay, we've got to count this way now, okay. Now what was this going up in again? It was going up in 5s, wasn't it? So what's that to there? How many's there? Let's get our timeline out again. How many was it? Let's have a look. That's 0. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Not quite on the line, is it? Oh, it's 5, isn't it? That's 5 there as well. So it's 5 there. And that was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That one there is 10. And that one there would be 15. Okay, so we know that these intervals are going forwards in 5s. But guys, they can also go backwards in 5s. Crazy, but they can. Okay, this is the weird thing about clocks. Ready? So when it's at o'clock, everybody's happy and safe. But when it's this side, we say it's, oh, kaboom. When it's this side, we say it's 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 5, 2. If it's there, it's 10, 2. And if it's there, well, haven't we done that one before? Didn't we say that was quarter to? But some people say it's 15. They say it's 15 minutes to. So it's got two labels, that one. It's quarter to. It's quarter to, but it's also sometimes known as 15 minutes to, because it's 5, 10, 15 minutes to. Okay, so if let's start this again then. Let's put our analog time in there. We know that that's o'clock. Right, what else do we know? We know that these intervals are going back in 5s. So that would be 5. That would be 10. That would be 15. That would be 5, 10, 15. That would be 20. And that would be 25. And that would be 30. And then stop there. You don't need to go any further. Okay? Confusing. So it can go this way in 5s, but it also can go that way in 5s. Weird. So let's recap. That's o'clock. If the minute hand is there, it's 5. Is it 2 or past though? 5. That's it. Well done. It's 5-2 because it's in that side. Ready? So if that's 5-2, that's going to be, is it 10-2 or 10 past? Well done. It's in the 2 side. If it's here, in this side, it's in the 2 side. So it's 10-2. If it was pointing to that one there, now I know you know that that's quarter to because we've locked it in, but some people say it's 15 minutes to. So that's in the 2 side, so it's 15 minutes to. And if I moved it there, what would that be then? Is it in the 2 side or the past side? It's in the 2 side, so that's going to be 22. Not 22 the number, but 22, as in it's in this side. If I moved it there, it's going to be 25-2. And then when it's here, what's that called again? What do we say that was called? Well done, it's half past. And some people call it 30 minutes past. Now the weird thing is that they never say 30 minutes to. I don't know why. It's just weird. So we don't say 32 ever. We say 30 past or half past. So in a way, I'm going to rub that off because I'm going to call that half past. So this is 5-2, 10-2, 15-2, 22 and 25-2. Okay? It's extremely weird. Don't panic. It's not you. It's the funny weird clock face. Right. I'm going to tidy this up now and I'm going to quiz you and see if you can get it. So, do you want to rub your clock out? Pause it if you do need to. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you to draw a fresh clock face. Right. You know it's the north, east, south and west. And we've got 2 intervals. There and there, there and there. And we've got a belly button. Okay. I'm going to label that one. It's the only one I'm going to give you because you know these are worth 5. You know that's worth 10. You know that's worth 15. Just like you know that's worth 5, that's worth 10, and that's worth 15. So that's your starting point. But remember, you can go that way, or you can go that way, but always in 5s when it's a clock face. So here goes. So shout out, what is that saying to me? When it's at the top, it says, well done, it says o'clock. Now this time I'm going to go here. It's in the 2 side. How many minutes to is that? Well done, it's 5-2 because it's 5 minutes because it's the first interval. Well done. If I said to you it was, let's go for that one. What's that one? What's it saying? Well done, it's 1/4 to. Or some people give it a number. What number would it be? Well done, it's 15 minutes to because it's 5, 10, 15 minutes to. Well done. It's got 2 labels. If I said to you it was that though, what would that be? Is it 2 or is it past? Well done, because it's in the 2/2. This is the 2/2, so it's going to be 2. But how many minutes to? Well done, it's 10-2 because it's 0, 5. It's a 10-2, isn't it? Well done. Let's go for that one. Let's say that the minute hand is in that position. Firstly, is it 2 or is it past? Which half is it in? Well done, it's 2. But how many minutes to? How many minutes to is it? Which one is it? Oh, I don't know. I'm going to have to count backwards, you know. So that's 0. That's 5, 10, 15, 20. That's it. You got it. It's 25. Is it 25 past there or is it 22? 25-2. Well done. It's 25-2 because it's in this side. Now, I'm deliberately not giving you those numbers written in 5, 10, 15, 20s. I'm not giving you them. I just want you to learn them kind of by looking at them. Just as you learned that was o'clock, just as you learned that was 1/2 past, just as you learned that was 1/4 to, and that was 1/4 past, I need you to start learning that that is 5-2, that is 5 past, because you know these are worth 5s and you know they're worth 5 there. Okay, this takes quite a long time to get right because analog clock telling time is nightmarish. So if you're finding it tricky, don't worry, it's not you, it's the fault of the clock. It's a weird, freaky design. Have a go at the worksheet now, and I will go very slowly on Monday to the next step 2. Good luck.